You don't have that on, do you?
Yes, I do.
Present for your entertainment and enjoyment the 1995 Winter Spring Gala, a wedding long to be remembered, the Hooterville Shotgun Wedding.
You know, Greg. Don't push him in the pool, whatever you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I slipped in here, I noticed all of you. I'm glad you didn't tell anyone I'm here. I guess you're here for the Gleason Yoakum wedding, too. I'm reporting for the Inquirer. Suppose I tell you who's who as they arrive for this preposterous, dubious occasion. Hey, I hear someone coming. Uh-oh. It's Willie Yoakum, the bride's bratty little brother, and that's Charles Van Gleason, the groom's pompous little brother. Here comes preacher Mariam Carriam Beriam Brown from the Hooterville Wildwood Outdoor Church will conduct this fiasco. The minister lost his first page. He'll be right out.
Pay for a
He had a shotgun wedding before this one.
No, I'm the fence. Where's the south fence?
organist with preacher Carrie and Barry Brown. Oh, is she decked out today? Oh, here come the ushers. Frank LaFleur, the campus Don Juan, and Louis Lillette, another castle. Mr. and Mrs. Maxwell O'Carrington are coming now. Mr. Carrington is the great philanthropist from Boston. Here comes Daisy Mays, Aunt Bessie, and Uncle Pedro. Garcia from Madrid, Spain. I hear they missed a flight and their luggage was lost because Uncle Filippo Fernando mislabeled the bags. The feathers are still flying. My goodness, there's Uncle. Daisy May's older sister, Aggie.
Smiles on her face as I talk about next year.
This affair. here come the groom's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bradstreet Dunn Van Gleason. He followed his father's footsteps, having become a wealthy Wall Street businessman. And would you look at her, Mammy Yoka, the mother of the bride. Our soloist, Melody Drama, is going to sing.
I've been loving you always with a love that's true. Always when the things you plan need a helping hand, I will understand. Always, always. Days may not be fair. Always. That's when I'll be there. Always. Not for just an hour. Not for just a day. Not for just a year. But always. Days may not be fair. Always. That's when I'll be there. Always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, and not for just a year, but always.
Wow, they almost saw me. The best man, Peter Perino, the groom's college roommate. Doesn't Perino mean godfather in Sicilian? And there's the groom, Reginald Van Gleason II. I'd better quit talking now.
Reggie, your zipper's open.
Shot delay, these Yokums don't know we need a microphone.
Stop the show.
Dearly beloved, you betcha. You know, that's Willie Yoakum. He's giving his pappy a hot foot. He's in the outhouse.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here tonight to join this beautiful couple, Izzy May Yoakum and Reginald Van Vliet II, in holy macaroni. Matrimony. If anyone has reason to believe that these two should not be wed, speak now or forever hold your peace. I repeat, if anyone has reason to believe.
Get on with it!
Yes, sir.
Louder, baby.
Do you, Reginald, promise to love and cherish, remain faithful and protective, and forsake all others as so long as you both shall live? And do you take Daisy May to be your lawful wedded wife?
Indubitably, I do.
And do you, Daisy May, promise to love and cherish, remain faithful and protective, and forsake all others so long as you both shall live? And do you take Reginald to be your lawful wedded husband?
I does.
Then, by the powers invested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a toast to the bridal couple. Daisy? Oh, you want to leave? They're in a hurry, aren't they? Ooh. Boy, I've seen married couple, but I'm not like this. Okay, now, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a toast to the bridal couple, Daisy May and Reginald. Are you ready? Can I continue? I'll start all over again, just in case someone can hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a toast to the bridal couple, Daisy May and Reginald. We all certainly can see that they are perfectly suited for one another. A match made in heaven. We wish you love and laughter and happiness in the hereafter, and may all your problems be little ones. Thank you. Hey, big cheers. Hey, very good. Yes, what is it? Oh, yes. He would like to sing to his grandson. You may. And what are you going to sing? His first song is going to be what is that? Be My Love, and what's the second one? Song in Your Heart. Without any further ado, I give you none other than grandfather. Hit it.
Dreams that you inspire with every sweet desire. Be my love, and with your kisses set me burning. One kiss is all I need to seal my fate, and hand in hand, we'll find love's promised land. There'll be no one but you for me, eternally. If you will be my love. filled my arms, the way you filled my dreams, the dreams that you inspire with every sweet desire. Be my love, softly burning. One kiss is all I need to seal my fate. And hand in hand, we'll find love's promised land. There'll be no one but you, honey. If you will be my love.
How about that, folks, huh? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Wasn't he great? Wasn't he great? There you go. The one and only, the one and only. Thank you very, very much. You may be seated. Yes? Yes? Oh. Do you want to hear another song?
Yeah!
Hey. Will you do that for us? Another song? Please. Thank you.
Sometimes I get the feeling that there are too many sad songs about love and the heartbreak and disappointment that's supposed to come with it. To me, love should be more of a joyous thing. Something to sing about gaily and happily in songs like this.
With a song in my heart, I behold your adorable face. Just the song at the start, but it soon is a hymn to your grace. When the music swells, I'm touching your hand. It tells that you're standing near, and at the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a song such as ours came to be? But I always knew I would live life through with a song in my heart when the music swells, I'm touching your hand. It tells that you're standing near, and at the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a song such as ours came to be? But I always knew I would live life through with a song in my heart.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Wasn't it great? Let's hear it. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Oh, boy. Oh, okay, sure. Go right ahead. Sure. They're going to do a dance called the South Side Shuffle. Are you all ready? Okay, Frank, hit it. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Let's give him a great big hand. Very good. Very good, very good. Someone else? Oh, yes, sure, sure. Yes, yes.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Carrington, that's us, Mrs. Carrington and I, are from Boston. And, but we go to New York often. New York often, and we attend the Broadway musicals and so on. We would like to do a little thing for the assembled guests here from a Broadway musical, but not a recent one, an old one. In fact, this number that we're going to do was done in the 1920s, but I'm sure that you will recognize it at once.
I'm discontented with homes that are rented, so I have invented my own. Darling, this place is a lover's oasis, where life's weary chase is unknown. Far from the cry of the city, where flowers pretty caress the streets. Come easy to hide in, to live side by side in. Don't let it all brighten my dreams. Just try to picture you upon my knees.
Tea for two and two for tea.
Just me for you and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us.
Friends or relations, a weekend vacation.
Won't have it known, dear, that we own a telephone here.
Day will break and I'll awake and start to bake a sugar cake.
For me to take, for all the boys to see. We will raise a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Oh, can't you see how happy we would be?
You are revealing a scene so appealing, I can't help but feeling for you.
Darling, I've planned it, can't you understand it? It's yours to command it, so do.
All that you say I want for me, it's worth desiring, but can't you see? I'd like to wait, dear, for some future date, dear. It won't be too late, dear, for me. And then just picture me upon your knee, just tea for two.
Two for tea, just me for you, and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us.
No friends or relations, a weekend vacation.
Won't have it known, dear, that we own a telephone here.
Day will break and I'll awake and start to bake a sugar cake.
For me to take, for all the boys to see. We will raise a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Oh, can't you see how happy we would be?
Thank you very much. Very, very nice. Mr. Chairman, thank you. What is it? What's the problem?
We would like to play.
You like to play? Yeah, but there's no place to play. Believe me, there's nothing. And what the
I'm
hell
all
are
right.
you drinking? That smells so awful. Oh, I see. Turn the time.
We would like to play.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Supposing. Did you say what you wanted to do? Oh, okay.
Sit down, we're gonna play.
Okay. And this is what we're going to do. The Hoopsterville Symphony Orchestra will play for the couple's first dance. Love is everywhere. Now, isn't that nice? Huh?
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. Hit it.
Let's go.
Here, right over here. Go play a dance.
Sit down, sit down. Sit down, Reverend, sit down. We're gonna play.
Very good. Sit down, Reverend. Folks, may I'd like to tell a joke that I read some time ago. And it goes something like this. Oh, you're going to play it? Right after this joke. Oh, yes, right after this joke. Oh, you want to do it now, or shall I tell this joke? I'll tell the joke. Two pals met at a bar. One was crying, and the other fellow asked him, why was he crying? He answered, he had an argument with his wife, and she wouldn't talk to him for 30 days. His pal said, well, that's not so bad. What makes you cry over that? The sad fellow says, you don't understand. Today is the last day. You see, in the argument for 30 days, 21 days, the next day. You understand? Hey, what do you want at these prices?
Give him a drink.
Now comes the fiddle. Are you ready with the fiddle, Mrs. Fiddler?
Yes.
Hit it.
Chuck band.
Very good, very good. You notice that the way it dies out so easily towards the end? It should have died the same way at the beginning. Okay. Okay.
What are you doing, Mammy?
Wait. Yes, yes, yes. Good idea. Very good idea. Yes.
It is your wedding, I suppose so. What kind of potatoes? What kind of potatoes are we? Some people are very bossy and like to tell others what to do. But of course, they don't soil their hands. They are called dictators. Some people might seem to be motivated to never participate. They just watch what others do. They are called spectators. Some people never do anything at all to help, but are gifted at finding fault with the way others do things. They are called commentators. Some people are always looking for ways to cause problems, looking for others to agree with them that it is too hot or too cold, too sour or too sweet. They are called agitators. Then there are those who always say they will, but somehow never get around to doing anything. They are called hesitators. Some people put on a front and act like they're someone they are not. They're called imitators. Some people like to ponder and ponder, thinking of everything. They are called meditators. Still, there are those who walk what they talk. They are always prepared to stop and to lend a helping hand. They bring real sunshine into the lives of others. You might call them sweet taters. Lord, help us know what kind of taters we are.
Very good, very good, very good. Now, someone wants to come and say hello to me?
Upon pondering this myself, perhaps it would be a good idea if my family would do a dance for the Yoakum family. Please come forward.
Are you ready? Make it nice, girls and boys. gem. Every moment is a gem. Keep it time. Very, very, very good. Let's give him a great big hand. One take, great. Beautiful. Take a bow. Take another bow. Another bow. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. While we're getting ready for the next act, I'd like to tell another joke. May I? You want it? It's all right with me. No, no, yeah, oh, yes, yes.
Look who's here.
Oh,
Wayne and his sister Alicia. I'm happy to see them here. But why are you so late?
We missed a couple of flights.
Well, at least I'm glad you're here. Maybe you could know these jokes. What mountain dancing is really about. Could you do that?
We'll be glad to. And our friends Elaine and Colby are going to do a country western dance right after we're through.
Terrific. Well, take this just a minute, please.
what are you going to do, write out a check?
No. 1 minute, please, Peter. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, from the mountains of North Carolina, I am pleased to present Wayne Norman and his sister Alicia, who will do a clog dance for you. Wayne started clogging when he was 6 years old, and at age 10, he was a national champion. He has performed on the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, in Europe, and on television. Here's Wayne and Alicia to perform for you, straight off the mountains of North Carolina. But there's more, there's more, there's more.
Yeah. Folks, for those that don't know who he is, he's Marion Norman's grandson. Marion Norman's grandson. There he is. Stand up and say goodbye, Marion. There he is. That's your grandson. There you go. Thank you. Very well done. And now we're going to continue with our dancing, our Western dance. Yeah, that's right, Marion. Yeah.
No, his father-in-law.
Oh, his father? Where's his father? Oh, yes. Please stand up. Take a bow. There you go. And the boy learned from the grandfather.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elaine Colby.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Hey, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm so blue, good, perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna learn the best way to walk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to talk. I'm gonna spit and polish my old rough-edged self till I get rid of every single flaw. I'm gonna be the world's best friend. I'm gonna go around shaking everybody's hand. Hey, I'm gonna be the cotton-picking rage of the age. I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm so blue, good, perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, unless I should become vain
Careful when you do that, eh?
I got a good job, I work hard for my money. When it's quitting time, I keep the door running. I fire up my pickup truck and let the horses run. I go flying down the highway to that hideaway, stuck out in the woods to do the blues. Yeah, do-si-do, come on, baby, let's go.
How about that, folks? How about that? Isn't that class?
Oh, get down, turn around, go to town, boogie.
Oh, look at that. I have to learn that number.
Bartender asked me, say, son, what'll it be? I want a shot of that redhead yonder looking at me. The dance floor's hopping and it's hotter than the 4th of July. I see outlaws and laws, crooks and straights, all out making it shake, doing the big street boogie. Yeah, do-si-do, come on, baby, let's go.
Look at that movement.
Baby, meet me out back, we're gonna boogie. Get down, turn around, go to town, big street boogie. Oh, do-si-do, come on, baby, let's go. Yeah, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me out back, we're gonna boogie. Yeah, get down, turn around, go to town, big street boogie. I said, get down, turn around, go to town, big street boogie. Oh, get down, turn around, go to town, big street boogie.
Very good, very good, very good. Very good. Elaine, Tony. Folks, let me say this. She's looking for a new partner. So anyone in the men's club on a Monday morning, this is it. You'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot. Huh? They left. Okay. Now what?
Make a joke.
Folks, this comes a serious part of the program, and this is it.
Just taking a collection out.
Where was I? Oh, yes. This has to be very serious. I have some notes here. And it looks like preacher Miriam, carry him, bury him. Brown has left some notes here from his secretary. And they're all actual bloopers that she has typed in the church bulletin. I'll give them to you. You can applaud if you like. If you don't want to applaud, it's all right too. Yes? Why not? It's not dirty. It's all clean stuff. I'll give you an idea. I'll tell you. Just be seated. I'll tell you. This afternoon there'll be a meeting in the south and north end of the church. Children will be baptized at both ends. Well, come on. B. Tuesday at 7 p.m. there will be an ice cream social. All ladies even milk. Please come early. Not bad, huh? From 1 to 10.
3.
I have a friend. C. Wednesday, the Ladies Literary Society will meet. Mrs. Johnson will sing. Put me in my little bed, accompanied by the pastor. From 1 to 10.
40! -2.
I'm not that so good, am I? D, Thursday at 5 p.m., there will be a meeting of the Little Women's Club. All wishing to become little mothers will please meet the pastor in the study. How's that? 5, hey, that's getting better. Now E, this beginning Easter Sunday, we will ask Mrs. Brown to come forward and lay an egg on the altar. What do you rate it? Oh, that's good. I'll see what I can do now. The service today will end with a little drops of water. One of the men will start quietly, and the rest of the congregation will join in. I thought it was 11. Well, however, 12. Now, G, the ladies of the church have cast off their clothing of every kind, and they will be seen in the church basement Friday afternoon. I thought that was good, huh? Okay, another one. H, tonight's sermon will be called, What is Hell? Come early and listen to our choir practice. I thought that was great. Now the last one. Now I'm going to make this a good one. On Sunday, a special collection will be taken to defer the expense of the new carpet. All wishing to do something on the carpet please come forward and get a piece of paper. That's the best I can do at these prices. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, you want to say something?
I want to read to you something that's in today's paper. It's about the Peabody. The Peabody is a New York City dance developed in the early 1900s by Mr. Peabody, a well-known portly gentleman who loved to dance. Despite his alleged mobster affiliation, he became captain of the New York City Police Department. He used to dance at the Arcadia Ballroom at Broadway and 53rd Street, southeast corner. You remember? Okay. Because of his protuberance, he liked to eat a lot. He had a little belly. He could not dance comfortably with a lady directly in front of him, so he danced with her off to one side or the other. Notice as Mrs. Van Gleason and I demonstrated for you the New York Peabody.
There you go. There you go. Hit it.
Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio, here I go on my way. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. With a cheer, not a tear, make it gay. Give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm away. Till we meet once again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio, here I go on my way. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. With a tear, not a tear, make it gay. Give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm away. Till we meet once again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio, here I go on my way. With a cheer, not a tear, make it gay. Ah, give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm away. Till we meet once again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye.
How about that? Wasn't that great? Let's hear it. Very good. Very good. What is it? What's the problem there? You want to learn to dance? What kind of dance you going to learn? A pretty dance? Okay, if they're willing to teach you a pretty dance, go right ahead. Sure, go ahead. Hit it! And straighten out. Come on. Isn't it wonderful, folks? Everybody here has to learn a little appreciation for each other and for the difference amongst all of us. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some good news. I had some good news. This is all stale news, but it's good news. And this is the way it starts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as a final tribute to this marvelous land in which we live, to each of you and to all the people involved in this production, we have a special treat for you. And that is, Kate Smith, the one and only, has sung to us before, and she's here to sing again. Kate Smith. How about that, huh? That's the new look. That's the new look. Ladies and gentlemen, she's going to sing God Bless America, and I want everyone to please join the second chorus, all of us. Remember that, and let's make it loud and clear. Hit it. Don't get ahead of her, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated for one moment. I want you to listen to the credits for this presentation. By our acknowledgments, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that our cast and crew wore more than one hat. Acting, cooking, serving, setup, makeup, and many other things. Many, many hours of rehearsals and personal expenses were involved in producing your annual Steak Bake Show. To you new members of Hampshire Gardens, people, I say join us in next year's production. I'm sure that there are many talented people in this audience. As you've seen, Elaine and Colby, a few of our new people, among others. So join us, won't you, for next year. Now, Hampshire Gardens Men's Club has sponsored the 16th annual Steak Bake. Fenton Carroll, President. General supervision by Joe Vitale and Peter Amato. Now, our food committee consisted of, well, I don't know if it's bad food, you have a Surgeon General. Our Surgeon General was Dr. Ben Favuza. Our sergeants were Joe DiVittorio and Ernest Epson. Our Sergeant at Arms was Ray Kelly, the Chief. Ticket sellers and cashiers, Al Zwaro, Scotty Scott, and Bill Wall. The food buyers, which was very good steak, I'm sure, was Joe Vitale, Peter Amato, and Frank Adano. Our salad people, our chairlady was Joe Amato. The associates were Faye Vitale, Connie Sferlazza. Bread and butter people were Lillian Strog, Teresa Caccitti, coffee and cake, Ann Wall, Grace Wynn, Brenda Adano, Ruthie Donato, and Lillian Greco. At our barbecue, our head chef was Carl Horan, the chairman. His associates were Vincent Guga, Don Karcher, Joe LaLiberty, Joe Siriani. The reheating people, I don't know how much business they had, but it's Charlie Mangano and Jim Keeling. Corn cookers were Frank Adano and Henry DiDonato. The potato cookers were Frank Strouk and Sam Gacchiti. By the way, the potatoes were furnished by Gentleman Jim, so whenever you go there, say you belong to Hampshire Gardens. Our seating arrangements were in charge of Frank Strouk, our chairman. The table setup was Joe DiVittorio and Fen Carroll. The chair seating was conducted by George Baker. And, oh, you sound good, you're staying quiet. Reginald Van Gleason's guests were Elaine and Colby from Tulsa, Oklahoma, as themselves, Wayne and Alicia, Norman from Waynesville, North Carolina, as themselves.
They had to take an early flight.
They took an early flight again, back and forth. Now, ma'am, Sal and Susie Q from Paris was Lillian Strouk.
Lillian.
Uncle Filippo Fernando Garcia from Madrid was Vince Guga. Aunt Alicia Garcia, Lillian Greco. To the right back, Mr. and Mrs. Maxwell O'Carrington from Boston, married and fed Carol.
Hey, let's hear it, let's hear it. Take a bow. Beautiful. Thank you.
Brother Charles Van Gleason from New York City was Jim Keeling.
Wonderful. How'd you get that haircut?
Mr. and Mrs. Reginald Van Gleason Sr. from New York City, Sal and Rose Abate.
Hey, let's hear it, let's hear it. How about those two young ladies, huh? I mean, husband and wife, I'm sorry. I get so mixed up every time I see them. Oh, I lose my breath.
Mr. and Mrs. Bradstreet Dunn Van Gleason from New York City, Vincent Pandolfo and Kathy Newton. Now we come to the other half. Daisy May's guests. We have our intruder and former suitor from Hooterville, Joe Cutrofello. Uncle Ben Yoakum from Atlanta, Ben Dickerson. And Aunt Bessie Yoakum from Atlanta, Ann Dickerson. Uncle Leroy Yoakum from New Orleans, Joe La Liberty. Brother Willie Yoakum from Hooterville, Phil Wynn. Baby Alvin Yoakum, also from Hooterville, Scotty Scott. Sister Aggie Yoakum, also from Hooterville, Dolores Barabo. Happy Yoakum, Charlie Stanley. Mammy Yoakum, Mary Mussolino. Bridal makeup and coiffures were conducted by June Harand, Patty McCulloch, Ann Wall, and Grace Wynn. Where are you girls hiding? Step up.
Let's go. Come on, girls. Get in there. Take them out, girls. Take them out.
June Harand, Patty McCulloch, Ann Wall, and Grace Wynn. In the wedding party, we had Melody Dorama, our soloist, and Ginny Suter was Melody Dorama.
She did a wonderful job. Very good. Very good.
Euphonia Keys, our organist extraordinaire, was B. Iudica.
There you go. She didn't miss a tune either.
Preacher, Mariam, Carrie, and Buriam, Brown, Jean Griffin.
Hey,
Our ushers, Louis Lelesh, Louis Ayudica, and Frank LaFlirt, Frank Stroud.
Nice work, boys.
Our bridesmaids, Pearlie Mae Yoakum, Helen Butkus, Nancy Van Gleason, Nancy White, our maid of honor, Ellie Mae Yoakum, Florence Baker, our best man, Peter Amato, our groom, Reginald Van Gleason, was Sam Carchidi.
Come on, Sam. Let's hear it for Sam.
And his lovely bride-to-be, or is, Daisy Mae Yoakum, Teresa Carchidi.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful done. Beautiful.
One other quick note, ladies and gentlemen. Salabati, as you know, did Be My Love, and With a Song on My Heart. Our Southern Shuffle was held by our girls and fellas, Ellen Butkus, Florence Baker, Teresa Carchidi, Mary Messalino, Phil Wynn, Jola Liberty, Scotty Scott, and Gene Griffin. Tea for Two by Mr. and Mrs. Carrington, Alias Marion, and Fenton Carroll. The Hooterville Jug Band group with Gene Griffin, Jola Liberty, and Phil Wynn, Charlie Stanley, Scotty Scott, Ben Dickerson, and Joe Goodfellow. Mammy Yoakum was Mary Marcelino and Kathy Newton. The Gleasons did their waltz, and they were excellent. Lillian Greco, Frank and Lillian Stroke, Jim Keeling, Nancy White, Vincent Guga, Fred Marin Carroll, and Sam Carchidi. Wayne and Alicia Norman, and guess whose Normans they are? The grandkids. They missed a flight, they arrived late, they left early because they don't want to miss this one. They're Mary Norman's grandkids, Wayne and Alicia. Elaine and Colby's a resident here in Hampshire Inc., Country Western Dance, and they're nice to have them here. Our best man was Peter Amato. He did his jokes and yokes, whatever they were. And Bradstreet, Mr. and Mrs. Kathy Newton and Vince Pandolfo did their Peabody. Now, Salabati's, you know, did Arcade Smith. Now, one other item I want to say that this program production was produced and directed by Kathy Newton and Gene Griffin, extraordinaire. These are the two people that are responsible for the show. That's all I have to say, Peter. You and Kathy have it now. Close it up. You got it, kid.
Yeah, that's me.
How about the ones inside?
Kathy, give Peter a hand.
Oh, yes. Of course. Without Frank Adano and Henry Dionado, believe me, we would not have anything like this. Believe me. So let's give them a great big hand.
Come on out and take a
They're
bow.
always in the background, but they do a wonderful job. There you go. Beautiful. Hit it. Oh, another thing. How about Steve? As the announcer, how about that? Come on, Steve. Come on out here and say. Come on, Steve. Take a bow. There you go.
I would like to acknowledge Connie Srivastava. Help me, Srivastava. Connie, if you're here, I don't know. I'm sorry about that. And Bob Jackson, who both were planning to be in the show and due to illness had to pull out at the last minute, but I wanted to go on record that they had participated. And I would like to say a tremendous hand of appreciation for Jenny Sutter and for Charlie Stanley, who jumped right in like veteran troopers and brought our cast together again. Thank you very much.
With that, folks, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again next year. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Drive home carefully. I took it out.